Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special Wrestle Mania predictions episode of Wrestling Prime. I am your host, Tom Dog, and let's get into it. But before we do, gotta do something. We gotta do the plugs and everything. M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your, you know, pretty much trade in your video games and your wrestling collections. Want to make a little bit of money and everything like that, but you know, it's a good store. I love the store. You'll love the store just as much as I do. And you'll love the store just as much as I do. Um, if you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area and you want to check out this wonderful, amazing store, which I strongly suggest you do because they also have some events going on as well, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in just a minute. And definitely want to check out the store. So if you're in town, want to know where to go, where it is in Southington, where it is in Connecticut, and the list of events that they have going on, check out their website over at mjvideogames.com. And this episode is also brought to you by W. You go to w.gg right now and use the promo code BRILL at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase. Now, what is W energy drinks? Well, it's simple. It has zero sugar, no crash, no fillers, no dyes, no nothing, no cheesy gimmicks that will give that won't give you that crash that you definitely do not need. Made with natural ingredients, zero sugar, no dyes, all good stuff and everything, and you'll feel good. Believe me, I've enjoyed it when I did the samples and everything. And you'll love it just as much as I do. So go to w.gg right now, use the promo code BRILL at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase today. That's w.gg BRILL at the checkout code. At the checkout, and use that promo code on your purchase. My apologies for how I'm feeling today. I'm sinuses are all acting up and everything like that. And I was debating whether or not to do this episode tonight until I was better. But the show must go on, and I have to get this done because we definitely have to get this done. But anyways, I was at M&J earlier today, and had a great time. Had an opportunity to reunite with an old friend of mine. He was there for a meet and greet. Just incredible. Yes, I personally do know him, and so big fan of the. He was a big fan of the show when I was doing Wrestling Prime and in in Waterbury, Connecticut, and everything. So uh, back in the good old days and everything. And so yeah, had my picture taken with him and got his autograph. So yeah, check that out. Check that out right there. And I need to get a new frame because when I was hooking this up, broke on me. So gotta get a new frame. So I'm gonna be getting a new frame real soon. Chat is open, so you can give out your predictions for tonight's episode. Um, but yeah, I had a really good time. Got a chance to reminisce some good times with Just Incredible, and so yeah, had a really big blast. I posted the picture on Twitter, and so getting a good reaction and everything. So it's not just amazing, not just awesome, it's just incredible. I apologize for the way I'm feeling. My nose is running like a track star, and I have no tissue. So I'm trying not to get up and do the show. Go to the go to the bathroom, get some tissues. But you know, show must go on and everything. Gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the chat is open. I'm gonna do the predictions. Not much AEW news. Um, just uh, just seeing um, Mercedes Monet doing her cut a promo this past week on Dynamite, and she's looking forward to having some good competition. Looks like she's going after Willow. She might be going after Willow because of some stuff that happened to her in Japan. And so yeah, a little bit of a little bit of payback and everything, but keeping her close by and everything. So it looks to be very interesting to see where they go with this. And so yeah, we got a tag team tournament for the new to determine who's going to be new champions. um, and no word on uh, on the status of Darby Allen. We'll know soon. We'll know something as soon as possible. Wish him well from his injuries and everything. Postponing um his uh his tour to Mount Everest. So we shall see what happens. And so yeah, I figured I'd try Coke spiced, and it's zero sugar, so not bad. I was gonna do a review on it, but a little too late for that. So all right, but that's all the AEW news. But now onto the big issue at hand, Wrestle Mania. So I'm going to be breaking this down into to a few tiers. Um, Pretty much the matches that we know that are scheduled for night 1 and 2. We'll actually leave those last. Unconfirmed nights. We'll start with those first. Possible match. Maybe something's roaming around. It might be confirmed. We won't know until either Monday or SmackDown. And so yeah, it's it'll be made official, and if possible. So a couple matches started lining up and everything, so it could happen. Um, so uh, looks like it's a possibility. So we'll put those in there. Now, as we have done this for the past, oh, excuse me, my apologies. I cannot be wiping my nose with my bare hands. I have to go to the bathroom and get some tissues. I will be right back. My apologies, folks. I strongly apologize because my nose was running. I don't think you wanted me to do this all day, so yeah, I am. I gotta do this. I gotta do what I gotta do, folks. Oh, my my sinuses have been way out of whack since the weather has been changing off and on. It has been. So I don't know how I'm gonna pull off Easter tomorrow, but I'm gonna do what I can. Yeah. Anywho, so before I get to that, um, so what I was saying, um, what I always do with these ever since 2020, well actually yeah, since 2020, I've been doing these prediction shows where since they've been doing 2 night events, I break them. I do. I review night one, then the next day I do night two. So I'll be doing 2 shows next week, starting with night one. Going to review night one. Night two, I'm going to not only am I going to review night two, I'm going to compare the two and determine which one was the better show. Was it night one or was it night two? Um, so yeah, this is going to be very important because of the matches that are a couple of matches that are scheduled on the card and the placements for these matches. So it's only fair um, that it could happen. As far as as far as the women's match, I did put those down to night one because that's my prediction for the women's title matches. Obviously, because of the fact it makes perfect sense seeing that the fact that there's that Rollins and McIntyre and Reigns and Rhodes aren't going to be fighting until night two. So, and they're going to be busy, and of course, everyone's going to, Rhodes and Rollins and Reigns and Rock, they're going to be busy on night one. So yeah, it's going to be one of those things. So we shall see what happens. This this Coke Zero Spice is actually pretty good. So yeah. So okay. So the obvious nights I'm not gonna do. Um, so the two possible matches that are on the card, and I wrote it down. It's not script. It's not a script or anything. It's just notes for tonight's show. So sorry. Hope everybody enjoyed the past Thursday night's episode of Channel X. Did my first scripted bit. So I hope to do another one in the near future. Probably when I retire. And now we're here. Anywho, so the possible match that could happen is Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill taking on Damage Control. That is a possibility. If that is a thing, I'm going to go with Belair, Naomi, and Cargill. So yeah. The other possible match, which hasn't been confirmed yet, or hasn't, so anybody can fact check me if that's if that's true. It was brought up on last night's SmackDown. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee taking on Dominic Mysterio and and Santos Escobar. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting nonetheless. So we shall see. Um, so since those matches have not been confirmed, I'm not going to give predictions on those. However, the following matches will be predictions because they have been confirmed. Just don't know where the nights are going to be coming. So for this list, I'm going to be predicting on which nights they're going to be doing these matches. And you know what? I forgot to put Uso versus Uso. So we'll start with that one. Jimmy Uso versus Jay Uso. Oh yeah, I did write that down. It is possible that they could go to night one. I'm going to put my prediction on that one. My other prediction for that match, Jay Uso, is going to lose to Jimmy through interference with Solo Sikoa. The 6-pack challenge for the WWE tag titles. The champions, Judgment Day, which will be Finn Balor and Damian Priest, taking on New Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and the new Catch Republic that just won their match last night on SmackDown against Street Profits. So yeah. It's gonna be a pretty good match. Definitely. I think this one's gonna be a night 2. I feel this being a night 2 type of match. So yeah. Who's gonna win this? I think Awesome Truth is gonna be, they've been reformed, reunited and everything, and I think it's going to feel so good that R-Truth pins Damian Priest. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Up next, Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. This build-up has been going on since Elimination Chamber last month, so back in February. So, with that being said, I think Randy's going to win this one. Triple threat matches usually, and there's hardly any disqualifications, so expect the brass knuckles to be in play. So we shall see what happens. As who is going to, I mean, Randy's going to win, but who is going to be the recipient of Randy not only getting the RKO but also the pin? Get pinned by Randy Orton. I think the RKO is not going. RKO is not is going to be in play, and I think after Logan Paul knocks out Kevin Owens, Randy's going to RKO Logan Paul and pin Logan for the win and become the new U.S. champion. Like I said, I'm a little bit congested right now, so my apologies in advance. Like I said, LA Knight versus AJ Styles. This is going to be another good match. The placement for which night will the triple threat for the U.S. title is going to take place. I think this is going to be night one. I think this is going to be night one. Actually, no. I think this is I feel this is going to be a night two vibe. I feel this being a night two type of match. If the 6 women match is going to happen, I think that's going to be night one, as well as Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dirty Dom and Santos Escobar. That's also going to be a night one. So makes sense. It will make sense. So those will be night one. I might have said night two on one of these, but I think for a night like that, it's going to be night one, which could carry over into night two. So yeah, Logan. But yeah, the triple threat match for the U.S. title, that's going to be at night one, I believe. LA Knight and AJ Styles, I feel that this is going to be night two, and I think LA Knight's going to win that one. First WrestleMania makes sense that he should win. He should win his first WrestleMania match. Then Gunther, the Ring General, who's also the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Sami Zayn, the underdog. This is going to be a good match, especially with what the I forget. Forgive me. But yeah, there's going to be some. It's going to be a good. The storyline between this is really good and playing out and everything. And it looks really good, and I'm actually looking forward to this match. To be quite honest with you, and yeah, let's see if I can get his name. I do have the card. Okay. Oh yeah, Chad Gable. Yeah. Um, it was a good match for the um gauntlet match that um that earned the spot to be at WrestleMania. So yeah. Um, do I think um who do I think is going to win the match? Sami Zayn. Um, this is a must win for him. It's not really finishing the story, but it's more so in line with um the guy who ends the winning streak of the new longest running Intercontinental Champion. And it's a good story to tell, um, all things considered. And I think it makes perfect sense that Sami Zayn wins that match. So it is possible that it could happen. And then later on, Chad, he could face Chad Gable after winning the match, so it could happen. Where Sammy's like, okay, thank you for coaching me, um, and I want to reward you with, and I think you deserve this. You deserve this spot. So yeah, I think that's going to be the next. That's going to be the next one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But as far as it will be an upset, number one, it will be an upset if Sammy were to do the impossible. Um, not to mention he's the guy that you know who beat Gunther, but also won the Intercontinental belt. So yeah, it looks promising. So where do I think which night do I think it's going to be? I believe that this is a night two event. This one I feel a night two. This is a very important match, and night two is going to be all full with emotion. Um, anything. So you put this in night two, you know, guaranteed night two is going to win. So we shall see where the placement comes up. And yeah. Okay. So, um, so let us do night one confirmed matches. Actually, the women's now. I'm kind of cheating on this one, on these two matches because officially nothing has been confirmed on as I said, the women's matches not being, you know, we don't know where the position, but it does make perfect sense that the main championship matches should be headlined on night one with the women's championships. Makes the perfect sense, and I think they should go with it. Um, just saying. So I want to make sure I get the right names of the belts. Okay. The WWE Women's Champion Io Sky defends her title against Bailey. Like I said, I'm sensing a night one vibe on this one. So yeah. Um. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting match. I'm really looking forward to this, and so yeah, it's possible. It possible. It the fact that Bailey never really never really headlined in WrestleMania, and the fact that she won the Royal Rumble makes her um makes this moment very emotional, and my foot's itchy. Everything's falling apart for me today. Everything is falling apart. Um, but yeah, this this right here is going to be a good. I'm really looking forward to this match, and so yeah. And even though I said that this match is, that night two is going to be filled with emotion, this right here would be more beneficial if this was night one, because have a double main event. I mean, there's going to be some main events but it is possible that it could be night two. But we like I said, never know what's going to happen in the WWE. Oh God. So okay, what's next on the list? The the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley defending her title against Becky Lynch. This is a feud going on for so many years, for so long. With Bailey, not Bailey, with Becky, she has, she needs to win this match. She needs to. Um, do I? And it's possible that this could be a night one event. And so yeah, I wrote it down as a night one event. So yeah, we shall see where it's going to take place. Now the confirmed night matches. Um, I'm going to do next, and that is night one. Roman Reigns and The Rock taking on Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And the stipulation, as we know all about this, and yes, I am repeating it. Night one, if Rock and Roman were to lose, were to lose this match, on night two, the match between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns is free of the bloodline. So it could have. So yeah, that's the stipulation number one. Stipulation number two: if Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes lose this match, then at night two between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, then it's going to be bloodline rules, which means anything goes. Um, and the bloodline will be everywhere. Will be everywhere and everything. So yeah, it it could happen. So I think what I think is going to happen, that um Cody and Seth are going to win the match. They need to have a little bit of a redemption after what happened on Raw. So yeah, it makes perfect sense that it should be one on one, no bloodline interfering. It needs to happen like that. That's what I think. Um, so it's possible it could happen like that. And I think Cody's going to pin The Rock. Who do I think is going to be? There's rumors flying around that Dustin Rhodes might make an appearance. However, as of right now, I'm sure he's still under contract with AEW. So I don't think that that's going to be possible. However, there is a possibility that either Stone Cold or John Cena is going to show up at this event, at this match, to be the third guy to help out Cody Rhodes. It is possible. It really is possible. Um, Another scenario that, even though you know, another possibility scenario that, you know, if it does go to Bloodline rules, expect some surprises on night 2. We'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, it is possible that it's going to happen, but if I were a betting man, which I'm not, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna lock in my prediction right now that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins are gonna win the match. That makes perfect sense. So a little bit of redemption after what happened on Monday. So yeah, it's possible it could happen that way. So we shall see, folks. We shall see. So let's go to night 2. And we are going to go with Seth Rollins defending his championship against Drew McIntyre. I think we're going to see Drew McIntyre win. I think we're going to see Drew McIntyre win. However, keep in mind, folks, that Damian Priest still has that Money in the Bank briefcase. He has not yet cashed that in. It is possible he could cash it in at Wrestle Mania. And after his loss to the night, that's why I suggested that the 6-pack tag title match should be at night 1, because after being frustrated on losing, he goes to night 2, cashes in the briefcase, and steals the victory away from Drew McIntyre, which infuriates McIntyre even more. And there's your setup match for the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Backlash. So yeah, makes perfect sense for that to happen. So yeah, I can see that happening. Night 2, Roman Reigns defending his championship against Cody Rhodes. Since I predicted Rhodes and Rollins to win, I think that this is going to be, no bloodline, one-on-one. Winning clean is going to be a factor in this match. So yeah, I think Cody Rhodes is going to finish the story. That's what I think. With that being said, now another possibility, like I said, bloodline rules. If Rock and Wins win that match, I'm going to use that scenario too. So it's a very, very good one. So what do I think that even with bloodline rules, which means anything goes, I think we're still going to see help with Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and mystery fourth guy. I think that it's going to be either Steve Austin or The Rock. Steve Austin or John Cena. Both of these guys, both John Cena and Stone Cold had their, always had has had classic rivalries between the two of them. You know, so I think that that's going to be a perfect scenario right there. If it's bloodline rules. Do I think Dustin Runnels going to show up? it's possible, but if he's still under contract with AEW, I don't think that they can pull that off. And it is interesting if it does happen that way, then it could be an AEW contracted wrestler showing up at a WWE event. So yeah, I think that that's going to be that would be very interesting. And then that means I can put my dream match list into play. Yeah, we'll look out for that. I gotta do this right, folks, because even though that dream match that I did with TNA on WWE, I want to make this more authentic because this list is taking forever. I'm letting you know that right now. This list is taking forever to actually get the right people in their spot. So, but we shall see what the future may bring. And oh, my nose is gone. So yeah, I'm almost done here anyway. So yeah. Um. So those are the two scenarios, but my pick is going to be Cody Rhodes winning, regardless of the outcome. Cody Rhodes has got to finish the story, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, this is going to be a good WrestleMania. Uh, excuse me. And who's going to win? What's going to be the better night? Night 1 or night 2? Excuse me. Yes, I believe night 2 is going to be the better show. So we shall see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. We are. Oh, all right. So with that being said, let's read some. Let's see who's gonna bring in their. What do you think? Who do you think is gonna win these? What are your predictions for WrestleMania? Chat is open. I'd like to hear what you have to say. I don't want to. I don't think you want to hear this wonderful voice that you're hearing right there to the microphone, lean hunched over like Larry King. He sounded like him too. Hi, caller, you're on the air. Mark from Des Moines, Iowa. Ooh, I like that one. There we go. Trying to read the name here. Apologize if I mispronounce your name. Mazamal Ahmed says that Seth turning on Cody. That is a possibility. I can see that could be a possibility too. It could happen, and it's a possibility, which could open up the floodgates for CM Punk to get involved in the match against Seth. That and Seth and Drew McIntyre, that is a possibility. I can see that happening. That is a good possibility, and I like that. And so yeah, it was actually under my, wasn't even under my radar, um, but yeah, it's a possibility that something like that could happen. Um, maybe, but yeah, this could be a thing. Um, which could open doors um for another feud. Not that I don't want to see them um have a match against each other again. Because the first time, the first one, I can't even talk. First time was so iconic, and it was done at the right time, and yeah, it is possible that it could happen. Like maybe have one one thank you, thank you. Um, see, I'm so congested, right? I'm like really congested right now. My sinuses are out of whack because the way the weather's been over here on the East Coast, you know it's really bad for my sinuses, and I should have walked around Yankee Candle because at least that strangely enough, that would have been beneficial for me. But yeah, thank you so much. And so yeah, so going back, it is possible that it could happen. Um, so and like what WWE has always said, anything can happen in the WWE, especially at a night like WrestleMania where that factor actually does come into play. So it is really, really cool. It'll be a really interesting scenario. Um, so we shall see. Um, Meek Mill. We might as well do the people who aren't wrestling that are going to be in attendance for this one. Meek Mill's going to be from what it looks like, he's going to be showing up at WrestleMania. He's going to be doing I think doing being the musical guest for this night. Either it's night one or night two, or maybe he's going to be the master of ceremonies. Uh, we don't know. It's rumored that the Undertaker's going to show up. Um, Obviously, he's not going to be doing the matches. It's just basically talking about um those you know the probably the streak and everything else. And it's good to hear that. It'll be good to hear that gong again because I always get goosebumps every time I hear it. Um, it's possible that Hulk Hogan might show up um, because of the anniversary, and it's not going to be at the Silver Dome or the Superdome. I don't even know. um, rumors rumors of Stone Cold and John Cena showing up. Those rumors um, might be true. I I did hear that Stone Cold is going to might show up because of the with the whole anniversary thing. So it's possible that he could be there at involved in some way. Like I said earlier, with the fact that John C. That um the Rock and Austin had a huge rivalry uh back in the Attitude Era. So yeah, this could really come into play, and yeah, it could be really beneficial. Not only that, you know, Um, it's something that I would love to see. Um, as far as John Cena goes, it is possible that you know it is. I'm not sure that it does sound like he's going to be there too, because with again with this with the the 40th uh, Wrestle Mania and the anniversary being even though the anniversary is going to be next year, um, it is possible to commemorate this you know 40th WrestleMania. Ugh, again, my apologies for sinuses. Boy, crazy sinuses. So yeah, Stone Cold, Cena. I mean, if they're going to be at the Hall of Fame the night before, which is after SmackDown, expect to see them. Expect to see them at um, WrestleMania. So we shall see. Oh boy, let's see. Dead air, 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 dead air. Okay. So yeah. Any other questions? By all means, fire away. Always love to hear what everybody else has to say. You don't have to listen to this. Always love to hear from the fans. And so yeah, one more. I do. Yeah, share this one more time. My autograph of Just Incredible. I do know him personally. I actually do know him personally. Um, quick little story about this before I close the show up tonight. Um, I known him. I known Just Incredible for I would say like almost 30 years now. Almost, almost 30. Um, at the time I was living in Waterbury, Connecticut, and there was this Portuguese club um, in town, and I didn't know that there was going to be some indie wrestling, and so yeah, everything worked out. Everything worked out fine. We actually had a camera, and um, I was just about getting getting Wrestling Prime prepped, ready for its debut back in 1996. So, um, so yeah, it was around that time, or it was almost 30 years now, that I met him, and he was working with Tony DeVito at the time, and at that time he was a uh, a talent enhancer, and and it's technically the proper term, the better PC term than calling a wrestler a jobber, um, which is why talent enhancer is the more appropriate term to refer to somebody as a fall guy a or a jobber. So so yeah that so so yeah it was a good good moment right there and everything like that. And got to meet him, got him to be really close. And my father who did camera work on there, uh, um, just incredible, whose real name is Pete Polacco. Um, he he liked my father, he liked my father's work, so he goes and you know ask for a copy, and it's like if it's like you know any way to help out, help out a wrestler, because at the time nobody knew who he was, and so it was good material to use for um to get started with for showing the video to Vince and everything like that with the WWE. So he went in there as a talent enhancer as PJ Polacco, and after that, he was taken off. He was taken off development and rebranded as Aldo Montoya, Portuguese Man of War. Shortly after, um, he had a little run um, in there before uh, heading on over to ECW, where he was rebranded as Just Incredible, and was a made man after that. Had a nice little run with Jason Knight and his crew. So they had a little faction going on. I do forget the name of the faction that they were in. So yeah, it was a big deal. And I bet when when ECW was in New Britain, there was I believe the name of the place was called Shooters, I believe, and it was in New Britain, I believe. It was so long ago. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, he was there, and so we went over there, hung out with Just Incredible, and yeah, we became good friends after that. And so yeah, we became. So when he found out that I was doing cable access and doing Wrestling Prime, him and Joel Gertner were are huge fans of the show. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for that and everything. So I did share that picture of me and Just Incredible on Twitter and all over in social media. So if you see the pop that up, give a like and everything like that. So yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of good times, a lot of fun, good times that we had, and so yeah, nice little reunion that we had too. So reminisced a little bit, and so yeah, so who knows if he ever gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame? I'll be more than happy to induct you. It will be an honor, actually, but we shall see. Oh boy! But anyways, um, yeah, I'm looking at the time here. I'm technically running over. Because I gotta go lie down now, and I got a busy day tomorrow. Gotta put ham in the oven, but not the appropriate place to talk about it. I will say this though: I hope everybody has a happy and safe Easter tomorrow. Try not to pick out too much, and be safe out there if you're doing Easter egg hunting and everything like that, and be careful with those wascally wabbits. um, thank you so much, Mazamal. Thank you so much for the questions that you had, and be sure to lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. And if you like what you saw, leave a like. as well too. And like I said, if you have any other predictions that you want to leave out, by all means, put them in the comment section down below. After this too, if there's any that didn't make the air, um, so support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing you can do to small streamers like myself, and that's lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. Go to w.gg right now. Use the promo code Brill at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase. So that's w.gg. And I guess if you're into energy drinks and everything like that, um, give that a look see. And my gift to the loyal fans and viewers of this show and other shows. That is all for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And again, big shout out to Mazamal Ahmed for the questions and the comments, and they were well appreciated. And always loved hearing some fans and everything like that. So, like I said, if you're new to the channel, lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. Ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. We've got an episode of Channel X coming up on Thursday, and then next week is Wrestle Mania. So I'm going to be doing the 2 night thing, become a new tradition around here. So I'm going to be doing night one, review night one, then I'm going to review night two, and then on night two, going to do this big reveal on who was the better night, best in show, and everything like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and compare the grades between the two shows, and that will determine who won the better night. So my pick is for number 2 to come out on top. So yeah, we shall see. So got a lot of fun stuff. Excuse me, got a lot of fun stuff lined up for next week. Busy time. I'm trying not to burp again, so a lot of build up, and plus also my sinuses and everything all congested. So I'm glad I was able to pull this off as best as I can. So I'm not gonna, but now I'm gonna tap out. And so yeah, um, like I said, thank you so much for the comments, Ozamo, appreciate them. Um, and thank you all, everyone else for tuning in tonight. And we will see you next week with another with the WrestleMania special. And I'll be back here on Thursday, as I said, on with an episode of Channel X. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Good night, everybody.